huge, huge game. Huge game. If we were to win this game right here, we're going to secure a first round bye in the playoffs. I mean, so this is huge. Huge, huge, huge. And we could possibly still see our way to the number 1 seed throughout the playoffs, which we've done that before and it hadn't been good to us. But hey, we're going to keep playing. As you can see, the Kansas City Chiefs are rated 91 overall. So this is a huge game. Huge game. Woo! I'm feeling the pressure already. Can't get you 35 yards.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Chiefs going up against the Steelers. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6.
Go, 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 go! What a time to do that! We've never ever brought one back to the house! Good job! What a time for the first!
And the Steelers have taken a
oh my goodness! We've never ever brought one back to the house!
So a heck of a start to this.
Oh man! Oh man!
Already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens too?
Man, we was getting ready to cut you!
What that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense,
wow.
I think they'll be more
wow.
now. They'll be bold.
Wow.
They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field,
oh man, Grant, we was getting ready to cut you.
Pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Wow. Huge. 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 I guess that's why you don't cut 96 speed. I guess this is why you don't cut 96 speed. I guess this is why you don't cut it. Oh man, what? Oh, they got the wall. They got the wall. Good block, Melvin. Way to seal that, Melvin. And then that's my boy McDonald, number 23. Good job, McDonald. Or is it 22? Is that Leary? It's 22. So that's Leary. Good job, Leary. Good job, Leary. Hey, look, he gone. He gone. Oh man, look at the sideline. Look at the sideline. You know what, man? Look, Tomlin, he ain't doing nothing. See, in 2K8, man, these guys would have been jumping up and down. waving them on. Look, this guy, he ain't even looking. Yeah, you know, yeah. Oh, yeah, somebody told me that he scored. Oh, man, good God. Maven's fired up. Let's see what the sideline looks like. Nope, that guy's looking the other way. Boy, you know what? They should. It's just unbelievable, man. Like that guy said, man, they've been making this game for a long time. Look at these guys. What are they cheering for? Look at them. 92, 96, what they doing? These guys over here, I guess they just numb. Andy Reid had a little reaction. I mean, oh, that ain't even Andy Reid. That's Bruce Arians. Back in Pittsburgh. He was our offensive coordinator.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Chris Boswell, we need you to get on track, guy.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown.
Wow. Can't believe it. That's the first one we've ever bought back.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by their QB, the former number 10 overall pick in the draft from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman.
Good job! Into it.
Someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it. Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes.
Good job! Way to get there, TJ!
TJ Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned
good job, baby.
Now,
send more than they can block. You send more than they can send one more than they can block.
Keep them in and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
2nd down following the run. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
In the minds of many, Eric Berry is the heart and soul of Kansas City's defense, and I think it was a sigh of relief for the organization to sign him to a big free agent contract in 2017. He covers, he tackles, he returns, you name it, he does it. And how about last season in one game, returned an interception for a touchdown as well as a 2-point conversion attempt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Welch goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Welcher.
It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
All right, here we go. On 1st and 10, Welch. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Back to throw. Welch. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The slot man in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun on 3rd down. And no escaping this time.
All right.
Go down. They got him for a sack. DJ Reader. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's game continues to gain notice and respect. He's a long defensive end, but has great ability to bend and get leverage. Can take on blockers at the point of attack and also shows skill in rushing the passer.
You mentioned he's long, 6'7", over 315 pounds. Man, he is huge. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Mahomes to Hunt, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Good job, guys.
A loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it.
I see you, Taj.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Alex Smith, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you
I
and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Finds an opening pass.
I see you, Dollman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I see you, Dollman.
The slot receivers really gain stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The give is to Bell, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12, the defense hoping to push them back more. Looking to throw. Welch.
Good job, Welcher.
Big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell.
Good job, Le'Veon.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he could really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game. Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
To throw on second down, Welch. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw on second down. Welch. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Good job.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On first down, Mahomes. They find some open field here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So 1 quarter in the books.
All right, guys.
December afternoon. Already 17-0 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it here.
Good job.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They run again with Hunt, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive
good hustle.
That's often the difference in winning and losing.
Good hustle.
Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try to run with Hunt.
Good job.
Nice move will yield nothing as he stopped
into it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got
into it. Said, no, sir, not me.
Right now.
Yeah,
Fool the rope, but not me.
It has been a struggle. Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, you're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4th down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold.
Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Good job, man, goalie!
20. And he's in for 6 and a steal touchdown.
Yes!
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League.
That's what I'm talking about, #1 defense.
An aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback.
All because
they treat it like
Haynes hustled and got him down at the 1. Good job, guys. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, nah, homie. Oh, beautiful. I love this defense. I love it, boy. It took us a minute. When we first started playing 18, boy, we had some holes. But, boy, we have drafted well. We have drafted well. We have drafted well. Guys, hey, way to break on that. Way to break on it. Although, I don't know why he ain't throw to this guy right here. He ain't throw to that guy. Kelsey would have been open. Boy, that's a bad read there. Kelsey would have been open. Hey, look, it ain't nothing but green, green, green. Mahomes, man. You gonna be good, man, but you ain't there yet, dog.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kick that way.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
All right, guys, the computer's going to make them make a run. So
the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good job, guys.
That time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw on second down. Welch. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DB. Let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw on second down. Welch. He'll find Juju
Go. Good job.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers offense is running away with this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Wow. What a toss. What a toss. You read this too. You read it. You read it right from the beginning. You knew right now if this linebacker here didn't kind of drop back and take away that inside route, that you had a chance for a big play. So let's look at it, shall we? And no, he comes up. So you already know that you have that throw. You know that you already have that throw. That guy, the receiver just has to win. And which he does. Throws him open. Oh, he throws it before he comes out of his break. That's easy. That is easy. Good job, guys.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they're able to up the lead by one more. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. To return, here's Chris Conley. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Let's go.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. On first down is Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Just laying there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
Mahomes will try again on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. In the red zone this time.
Let's go! Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down, here's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes. And he will take it on in.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Found
All right,
a little
take the
room
halftime.
there as he's up to about the 37. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. We have hit halftime.
Guys,
Still 2 more
good first
quarters
half.
to go. We'll take a timeout.
Still got
We'll
a lot
be
of work
back
to do,
after
though.
this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Chiefs won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Chiefs back deep for the kickoff. The return will start from the 49. And nobody can stop them on this long touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. 2nd and 2 coming up. Welch is going to look for space, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The lead now at 17. Chiefs with the ball early in the 2nd. It's Mahomes finding his Pro Bowl tight end, Travis Kelce. Chiefs later on the drive. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Steelers take advantage and return it for a touchdown. Steelers go up by 24.
Shaquille!
Steelers have the football midway through the 2nd. Coverage breaks down here, and it ends up working for a touchdown as they continue to dominate. Final moments of the first half. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Trailing now by 24.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Andrew Luck, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go! 3-19!
Mahomes to throw on second down. And on the
Ah,
outside
God
here,
damn it.
Wilson. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Guys.
Marquise Wilson.
What happened
his
there?
5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
What happened?
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
You know
And
what?
that's
See,
they've done. They lead
you
the
know
league
what?
in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
you know
I think
what?
they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right
You
away.
know,
Wondering where's it going to come from,
see,
how
like I
they're gonna
said,
handle
guys,
it. This
they're
group is
going to make
well
these guys
organized.
make a run. They're going to make these guys. I want you guys to watch this. I want you guys to watch this. One, okay, so he's beat. He's beat. I don't know why we were playing press. But I want you to come and watch the dive. Watch the dive. And I want you to see where this guy's hands are. Look, right? Look. There's no way that this guy is going to break out. There's no way. Look at this. Textbook. Exactly what you're supposed to do. But no. Look, that guy didn't even stumble. He didn't even stumble. These cheating rats.
well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Didn't even stumble. Didn't even stumble. Why are they going for 2?
So they're going to go for 2.
All right.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut
just
to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but
cheap.
that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams
that was textbook. The guy did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And they made that guy not even stumble. Cheating rats.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, because you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Operating from the gun, Welch steps away to his left. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Welch.
Good job.
Side here, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up
rats.
midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah. You got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting room.
Good job, Le'Veon. Good job, Le'Veon. Good job, Le'Veon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Way to answer. These cheating rats.
Long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
Good job, cheating rats.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard
Guys,
line.
let's make them have to drive down the field and take time.
From defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Still coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is Hunt.
Good job.
The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Good job,
Now
guys.
on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Welch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Shazier! Shazier! Shazier!
The 42-yard line.
Good job, Shady.
Interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Seven yards to go on second down. From the gun, Welch. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
All right, so 1st down, 5 yards to go.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Welch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal.
Now let's go.
Now Bell. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Take it to the
and
4th.
maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the D looking like they may blitz. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Welch. And he is in for the touchdown.
contributing to their lead, he wants to continue to do so.
Boswell for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half.
Good job.
Escaping this time as he'll
And look,
go
wait.
down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, look, wait.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go. Leopard.
Working from the gun, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. They need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
No. Check. Patriots. Hurry up. Here we go.
They run it again with Hill. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
3 down. Now let's go.
Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Let's get the young guys in. Get the young guys in. Let them get some run.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. 3-19.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Mahomes again. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Green, 39.
This is Hunt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Trying to give you some time.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Butker on for the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play clock winding down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Backwards.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run on first down. Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. The play clock's running down. Again, they run with Hill. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
All right, guys. We're gonna take our 4th and 5. Our intention is to run out the clock so we don't have to go and put our defense out there and expose ourselves to freaking injury.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Here we go with Hill. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Job, Hill.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. first down. Hill, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll hand it off now. Hill, just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. This is Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive.
Hey,
I wonder
guys,
if they'll go for it again.
this is a big win.
These guys.
A big win. Big win, guys. Coach Gill,
Charles,
out.
It's one thing to win it.